my friends, and welcome to part 3 of the Sublimation Shortcut tutorials. I am super pumped today because we are going over Adobe Illustrator and how to use the Sublimation Shortcut specifically for Adobe Illustrator. Well, I'm ready to get started. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, my friends, here we are on the very first page that you will need to go to. I have linked this down in the description box below, but for now, let's go ahead and just go to lfdcuniversity.com, and that brings you right to the area where you are going to download your freebie. So you can see up here, it says the Sublimation Shortcut, and you're just going to enter your name and then your email, and then just click download for free. What's going to happen is you're going to get an email with the download right to you. It could not be any easier. Once you have downloaded your Sublimation Shortcut, you're going to have a zip file, and it's going to look something like this one right here where it says the Sublimation Shortcut by LFDC University. We'll click this, and then you're going to need to extract the file. So if you're not familiar, a zip file is just like a closed folder, and then when you unzip it, you're opening the folder so that you can see all of the contents inside. So that's all that means. So you're going to click extract all, and then that way you can open the files that you need. So you can see here that the top one on my screen is the Sublimation Shortcut, and it is the Affinity Designer file. And then the second one here is the PDF. The third one on my screen is the Adobe Illustrator. Yours might be in a different order depending on, when you latest accessed that file. But you're just going to go ahead and double click on the Adobe Illustrator file, and then it's going to open up Adobe Illustrator right away. Ta-da! All right, so now you guys can see what the overall template looks like in Adobe Illustrator. It looks pretty much exactly the same as the one for Affinity Designer, just slightly different because this is Adobe Illustrator. So it's basically used the exact same way, but we have the pen wrap at 4.75 by 1.5, the pen wrap at 5 by 2.5, digital paper at 12 by 12, that's my favorite, 20-ounce tumbler wrap, and then a 30-ounce tumbler wrap, and then 2 mug wraps, both 11 ounces and 15 ounces. So my favorite way of doing this, as I've mentioned before, is creating a digital paper first, because when you have a digital paper that's 3600 by 3600 pixels or 12 by 12, you then can resize that for multiple different items. So you can resize it for a pen wrap, you can resize it for a tumbler, a mug wrap, earrings, all the different things. So in this Sublimation Shortcut that I've created for you guys, you have all the dimensions to do 7 different products. And these are the products that are the most popular right now. So you could go ahead and design right in Adobe Illustrator, and you can design a digital paper right here, and then you can do what I'm about to do. However, for the sake of time, and I made these tutorials, I tried to make them a little bit shorter so they weren't super long since we are going over each program, all 3. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to be uploading in a digital paper that I have previously created in Procreate, and I'm going to show you how you can basically take a digital paper and put it in all the different templates, and then how to easily export them so that you can upload them to your e-commerce websites. I'm going to go ahead and place our digital paper right in our 12 by 12 artboard here. Very good. So from here, I like to just basically copy and paste them into all the other artboards. There might be a different way of doing this, like with file place or something like that, but I'm not as versed anymore with Illustrator. It's kind of like the don't use it, you lose it kind of thing, and I only use certain features of Adobe Illustrator. I primarily use Affinity Designer. So I'm going to show you how I would use it, but again, if you are more familiar with Illustrator, you may have a better way of doing it. And if so, please put that in the comments down below. We can all learn something from time to time. So I'm going to take this one, I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to head over here to the 20-ounce tumbler, and I'm going to Control V, And I am just going to set this one up over here. Now you can change which way they go. If you don't like the way it's looking, you can completely change that. You can just kind of twirl it, you can turn it, you can do all the different things you wish to do. All right, so I have my 20-ounce tumbler. Now I'm going to basically do the exact same thing. I'm going to Control C, Control V, and I'm going to move it down to my 30-ounce tumbler. And again, I'm just going to be making sure that it fits okay. It does not have to fit perfectly because when you go to export it, it's only going to be fitting in that shape. Okay, now I think that's going to look fine. So now I'm going to Control C, Control V again, and we are going to go ahead and shrink this down a bit. And I'm going to put this right here. There we go. I'm going to make it a little longer looking. I think I like that. All right, so let's say that we have each of these done and we need to do the exporting part. So you can see how simple and fast it is to have a whole template. Since you have a digital paper and you start out with a digital paper, you can easily just copy and paste them or move them around to where they are on each individual template. So you can have it resized for a 20-ounce tumbler wrap, a 30-ounce tumbler wrap, a pen wrap, the other pen wrap, different mug wraps, etc. And you can do it all within just a couple of minutes. Instead of spending so much time trying to figure out the dimensions for each thing or opening a whole new file, you can basically create all 7 at the same time. So when it comes to exporting, it's very easy. You'll just go to File and then Export just like you normally would. And you're going to do Export for Screens. And you're going to see each of your artboards right here. So we have nothing on these artboards right now. So we're just going to select or deselect those, but we do have something in these artboards. So we're going to go ahead and download those right now. Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and download them all as a PNG, and we're going to hit export. All right, so here's our file here, and we will be able to see each and every one of our artboards. You can see them right here. So that is how fast and easy you guys can create these products for all the different sizes. It's so fast and so easy when you have a template. Well, that is it, guys. That is how fast, easy, and awesome it is to use the Sublimation Shortcut in Adobe Illustrator. I hope that you guys really got something out of this. And again, if there is a more simple way of utilizing those artboards, please let me know in the comments below. I am not above learning something new. That's what this is all about. Like I said, I'm just more versed in Affinity Designer, so I just find that program to be so much easier to work in personally. But regardless, even the way I did utilize those artboards, it's so much faster than having to open up one document at a time and create a listing one document at a time. This way you can put in your digital paper and then you can copy and paste it on all the other sizes to create your tumblers and your pen wraps and your mug wraps, all the things. So I hope you guys make sure to use this freebie. If you do, please hop over to our Facebook group at LFDC University. If you have anybody in your life or friends or whatever that you think would benefit from this freebie, please make sure to share it with them. But make sure that they go to my website, lfdcuniversity.com, to register to get their freebie. That way I know how many people out in the universe are using the freebie. It helps me know whether you guys are getting value out of this type of content and whether you'd like me to create more for you guys. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up as it's super helpful in the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I make a video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.